Does he know which buttons to push? Does he know which buttons to push?
Now that is interesting that that is showing. I'm not sure why the alien joke showed up, but hey, speaker bot and streamer bot, not even running, but yet there they were. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Wednesday night, May 7th, 2025. Ken Stout Live with the Zoom homies, which are Greg, Bill, Rich, and Jeff. And I am your host. And here I am. Whoa, my gosh, turn that back off. Scare little children with that. There we go.
Fortunately, I don't have any little children around.
Yeah, I know that feeling. So yes, I took this as I wanted to get something to put on the channel, and I should have probably tried to zoom in the Orchard golf course there in the back, but I liked the picture. It turned out pretty good. Let's go look at chat. Tony Wallow was first. Greg Guy was second. Better, but still not good. Top three is always good. Tony Wallow said it's never good. Jeff Ryman was fourth. Rick Lakes was fifth. I dropped a link in there for Ghetto's walking on a treadmill. He was live. I don't know if he still is or not, but I thought I'd put the link in there.
If he fell on the treadmill, he might not be live.
Yeah, well, we were just talking about that actually, and John Williams says cheap fees for playing golf. Yeah, I know. I forgot to lock it. It's 11:44 to play 18 holes if you get there before 3, so it's affordable. It's not like a big super golf course that you got to pay the cart and everything else, which usually runs about 28 to 35. John says, "Remember I found your double at a restaurant?" Yes, I actually used that picture recently. That picture of my doppelganger and me, nobody could tell the difference, even though I knew it wasn't me, and I had to point out it wasn't me, but nobody caught that it wasn't me. And apparently today, Doug showed up, white hair and all. I would like to see that picture. Hopefully you did snap a picture of that. Mike Wojciak joins us in the chat. Hello, Mike. And Alex Cheek joins us in the Zoom. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
Now I'm going to verify audio is working. There was a little bit of work done today. My audio is working. Can I get a homie to say something? My audio is working. Can I get a homie
something?
To say something?
We're here.
Something.
I'm here. We're here.
Tony says normal. Okay, good. That's good. Doug and I worked on a lot of things today, and this is one of the things we worked on. Audio should be pretty good moving forward. I did not get a pick. That's okay, John. I believe you. I trust you. Yeah, I had just teed the ball up on the 10th hole, and I was hearing a noise. It sounded a lot like a phone. So I'm looking around. Jake's on his phone talking to his girlfriend, Valerie, and there's a couple parking lots right there at the 10th. So I'm thinking, oh, that's just somebody in one of these parking lots. But wait, the sound's not coming from the parking lot. The sound is coming from the direction of my golf cart where my iPhone is at, and I walk over and sure enough, Doug was calling me. So I tried to answer it, but I didn't get there in time. So I called him back and said, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" He wanted to get together remotely and work on some things. And I said, "Well, I'm on the 10th tee, getting ready to tee off, and we'll go from there." So I won, and that's all I got to say about that. I tell you what, I actually took, we have a gentleman's agreement that if you get to the 8th shot, we just take an 8 and move on. Keep the game moving.
Well, I was ever going to find Doug and Doug's doppelganger and your doppelganger at the same place. That would be scary.
Now that would be a good picture to get to. If my doppelganger and Doug's doppelganger showed up at the same restaurant at the same time, that would be a good picture to have. Yes, that would be cool. So
You know what would be even better is if you and Doug were at that same restaurant also at the same time. If you and Doug and yours and Doug's doppelganger showed up at the same time, that would be.
pretty sure Doug's not going to go to Madison, Wisconsin. I might go, but I seriously doubt Doug is going to go there. I mean, you know how hard it would be to coincidentally all four of us show up at the same time. That's
I think
However-
Doug is kind of. I think
Go ahead.
Doug is kind of. I think this may be stretching it a little bit, but I think Doug is kind of like Ghetto in the fact that he's never. He very rarely, if ever, leaves California.
maybe recently. I mean, he went to Arizona to pick up the big beast build, and I'm sure in his younger days he
mean-
probably did some traveling.
I mean, to me, California is kind of like New York City. You pretty much got everything that you need, especially in the bigger city. You know, you pretty much got everything you
Yeah.
need. Even though,
I don't know where he went, but Doug used to be a pilot. So he
Yes,
certainly had the means to get to other states. Probably not across the country in a light plane, but say Nevada, Oregon,
Washington,
Arizona,
Idaho, sure.
you know,
I
all
mean,
of that sort of thing.
yeah. Maybe we'll have to pose that question to him one of these days and find out what was his long. Although I think maybe he did discuss that once.
If he did, I don't remember it, but
I'm trying to
I don't remember a lot of things anymore.
I had quite the interesting afternoon.
So long as it's
Okay.
not putting in cameras, we're interested.
It's not. It's not. Yesterday, I get an email from my camp telling me that I'm on the wait list. I'm still on the wait list for this camp that I had applied to go to this weekend, just a one night thing. Yesterday, I get an email telling me that I'm still on the wait list and that it's filled up, and that if somebody drops, they'll contact me. Well, guess what I get today? A
A
phone
Slim
call.
Jim.
No, I get a phone call from them telling me that there's an opening, which there should be. That I don't understand. That I do not understand, because I was one of, if not the first person to register back when registration first opened December 1st. So I don't understand how come they were telling me that I still on the wait list when I was one of the first ones to register, because it's a first come first serve kind of thing, you know. Anyway, but they told me that they had a spot open, but because I have an eye appointment Friday at like 2 o'clock, I can't go, and I'm sure my eye appointment won't last from say 1:30 all the way up to 6 o'clock. I'm sure it won't last that long. Well, their policy is they don't want anyone there before 6:30 or 6 o'clock. So if I was going to go, that would mean we'd have to sit up there in Little Rock and just twiddle our thumbs for 2 or 3 hours, 2, 3, 4 hours before I could be dropped off, because you probably wouldn't want to come back home and then have to go back up there anyway. And it's just a one night thing, so we decided it'd be best if I just don't go. So that's that. And then this afternoon, about that same time, I get a message from the Wi-Fi system at church telling me that the controller box that controls it all, that gives me remote access, is offline. So of course, the first thing I think of is just as soon as we was walking in the door to church, I get a notification telling me that the
Do you have storms today?
I don't know what caused it. I just know there was a tree down.
Oh.
And according to the map from the power company, electricity was off because when I got that notification from the Wi-Fi controller, um, I knew that no one had been up here at church all day. So I knew if it showed me offline, and I knew I hadn't messed with it all day. And last time I looked, it was online, so I knew it had to be. Um,
All right,
Power had to be off.
I got a question about your camp. I understand it's first come, first serve. And I understand you probably were one of the first ones to get your application in to attend the camp. Did you ever pay for camp?
No, but here's the
Oh,
thing.
you had to think about that. Well,
No, I knew you wouldn't like the answer. That's the reason why.
it's either yes or no. There's no liking or disliking. You either did pay for it or
No.
you didn't.
The way it works is you have to put in your application and all that. And when you put in your application, you're automatically put on a wait list. And,
Okay.
and once they approve you and make sure you've got all your forms and your medical records and all that stuff, all your shot records and everything, make sure they got all that on file, then they will register you.
Do they
And they'll
notify
send-
you of registering you?
Yes. Then they will send you an email and register you. So then you log into the website and pay for it. But
Did
can't
you ever get
register-
that email that you were registered?
Yes, that was the phone call I received today.
Ah, okay.
They called me to tell me because they were wanting to know if I was wanting to attend because they saw that I was on the wait list. But I told them I can't attend this weekend, unfortunately, because I've got that appointment Friday afternoon.
Got it. All right, I'm getting ready to, here in about 2 minutes, I'm going to test something that Doug and I worked on this afternoon from the string deck. I wish I could trigger it without, by keeping my hands right, I got to cramp my leg. By keeping my hands right here, I wish I could telepathically push that button. I can't, unfortunately. But last night I was demonstrating things by showing my hands here and making things happen there. So audio should be good on Zoom. I'm wondering how audio is actually on YouTube itself, because that's one of the things we worked on this afternoon. By the mixer, I think it's good. Now I will say Doug and I worked on the streamer bot and speaker bot, and I'm going to continue to work with it, and maybe it's going to come back. Maybe. Just give me a couple days to get this done. Like I told Doug, I hope tonight when I go to sleep, when I wake up in the morning, I haven't forgotten everything he taught me today. And he showed me some really cool things this afternoon. I would say we were on the phone a good 2 hours, and he connected remotely into the Windows 10 machine, and it was very, very, very interesting. And I did learn some things. Whether I retained them or not, I don't know. We'll see. So here we go. With the push of a button. This better work. I'm going to scream.
Silk and satin and feel the night.
Okay, we can still hear each other. There's nothing going out over the internet. I'm going to verify that by actually turning the audio on. Actually, there is still going. What the hell is that going on?
That's all, folks.
Yes, Rick, I had forgot to mute something, and I will fix that in the stream deck to make sure that tomorrow night it does what it's supposed to do. But that worked flawlessly. You didn't see any of the clocks. You didn't see any of the zoom. You saw what you're supposed to see, which are the dancing girls. And then the pig actually starts out on a black screen. So where we were thinking last night there was something wrong, we're not. If I were to go up here and cue the pig right now, then it's a black screen, and then the circles come in, and the colored circles come in.
That's all,
actually
folks.
the way it's supposed to be. What Doug showed me this afternoon, and basically he set it up for me, works flawlessly. So my hat, it's over there somewhere, is off to Doug. With that, the email's on the screen. If you want to join us on Zoom, shoot me an email or leave me a comment. And yeah, thank you everyone for being here. I do have news. If you'd like to catch up on the job front and a couple other fronts, join me on Zoom. I'm going to hold off a little bit until we get a full house, so to speak, because I really don't want to repeat everything 100 times. Thank you guys on YouTube. Good night. See you tomorrow. Has Doug got a show scheduled? Anybody checked yet to see for tomorrow? I have not. I know him and Carrie are probably doing something tomorrow afternoon, but oh well, we'll figure it out later. Good night. Thank you.